Success to me looks like being able to wake up every day and do what you love. And for me, live comfortably. So as long as I can get up every day and create music or create art in general that inspires and touches people, and still be able to pay my bills at the end of the day, that's success for me. Anything else that comes from that is, just a bonus, the blessing.
Do you feel successful at this moment?
Yeah, I do. I do. At this moment. Before I think it was more so of being comfortable financially. I don't even want to struggle, but I didn't have to be so over the top where I had to have 15 cars and a big house. It's just like, if I could eat well and be able to dress fly and fly and move when I want to, and if my mom needs something, I could give it to her, and I'm good. So I'm at that point now. But and the music is moving. More people are discovering it every day. Like, as an artist, that was big for me too. Like, I wanted to create bodies of work that at least people could have the opportunities to know about and listen to. Now, whether you like it, that's up to you. But at least have the opportunity. And early on, like during the process, that was the hardest part. Like, you put out music and you're like, man, I want this to be in spaces, and I want exposure that other artists get, for at least people to hear the music. Like, that was hard. Like, why don't I get these same opportunities? But everybody has their own path, and I've become comfortable with mine. So.
And people talk about pop, but hip hop is pop culture now.
Oh, it's the most popular.
Yeah.
Like, people, they take pop, and pop is just short for popular. Mm-hmm. And nothing right now is more popular than hip hop. So, the sound though, there's a difference in sound where some people are in hip hop that make pop music. Like, this isn't necessarily rap music, like, or even the feel of what hip hop is, because you can listen to like an Erykah Badu or a Mary J. Blige record, and though they singing, it still got hip hop elements to
Absolutely.
it. So it's R&B hip hop fluids, but there's some artists that make pop music that want to be labeled rappers, and it's just like the music doesn't reflect that. Like, none of these drums, anything you doing what you do over is hip hop.
So what makes it hip hop?
I honestly think it's all in the drums. Mm-hmm. Like, whether your drums are boom bap or whether they got heavy 808s, it's just something in that rhythm that it's just blackness. Mm-hmm. It just penetrates through your soul. Whether it's West Coast, it's just something about the way black music is made that it penetrates through your soul versus other people that make music, and it's just frequency. Mm-hmm. It's just certain tones that I listen to, and it's just like, I don't feel nothing. These are just sounds to me, but it doesn't feel like, I don't know how to explain it, but you know what I mean? Like, I think at the core it's in the drums all the time. No matter what your drums sound like, it's still in a rhythm that we've carried from Africa before it's just ingrained in our DNA.
I've always wondered what made North Carolina so lyrical.
Oh.
Like, when you got the little brothers, the Coles, even you say what you want, the baby get busy.
The baby is, what?
Yes.
He goes hard. Like, I sit and listen to him, like what he says and how he says it, his flow, his performance. Like, he's a beast. Like, what I think, where people ask us all the time, like, how, for one, like, I don't think North Carolina is like Southern. I think we more Middle East Coast than anything. That's how I look at it. And two, because we have so many black colleges, HBCUs, a lot of people from the North would come down, New York, Philly, and go to college, and they would bring the music and the culture with them. So that's naturally just ingrained in our area now, because so many people have migrated there, whether they came from New York and went to college for 4 or 5 years and left, or they ended up staying. That's where we get a lot of that style from, and from the drug dealers. I-95 cuts right through, so you hear a lot of times, there's a place in Raleigh that you can go by, and people like, that's where Biggie used to, do his work at. Like, Biggie used to be in Raleigh, North Carolina. Nas has family down there. I'm sure Jay has gone through there, but the drug dealers would come through, and with them, like, again, you come off and drop off a Wu-Tang tape or this tape, and now, we just influenced by